I think the biggest factor can be global, because we have seen while India made an all-time high in October 2024. But many of the other countries, including US, has made all-time high in the recent past. And if you look at even in Europe, the stock prices have done very well. So, and in a sense, I think there is over optimism in those markets about the equity market situation. So therefore, significant correction in the equity markets, both in US and Europe, is something which cannot be ruled out. Partly because of valuation concerns, partly because of lower than expected earnings. Now, if there is a global market correction that will have some contagion effect on India, I think that's the biggest factor. Because if that happens, then there will be investor risk aversion and people will reduce equity allocation. And given the fact that still 37% of the free float market cap of India is controlled by FIs. So if FIs turn out to be a big seller globally, also in India, then while market might not go down sharply, but the upside of the market, the 10-11% which I was talking about, that might get capped. That's one big risk factor. Second risk factor always is corporate earnings, because say for example, last year there was a significant if you look at the index level, Nifty earnings grew only by 6.5%. For small cap, there was an earning degrowth of 7%. So if there is some earning disappointment, that's also something which can potentially be a negative impact on the market. And lastly, Indian market is not cheap. Even factoring in 10% Nifty earnings growth, Nifty is currently trading at fair multiple, and so we are pretty much at the average level. So some kind of derating, if particularly investor risk appetite goes down, that will be the third risk factor for Indian equity. Obviously, there are always unknown unknowns. These are the known unknowns. That's what we can just talk about.